Paul Breach, also known as Snapshot Eye, is a man in his 40s from the United Kingdom. He would go viral for his video dancing to a song called Green Green Grass, giving him hundreds of thousands of subscribers and a massive ego. You see, after Paul had amassed all of these followers on TikTok, he decided to livestream quite often. And though Paul might not even know it today, he was creating some of the very first NPC content. Because that's just who Paul is. He is a walking NPC who has done some very disturbing things. More on that here in a bit. The reason I call Paul an NPC is not only because of the cringy behavior, but it's also the fact that he will respond to people in the room that aren't even there. And he does stuff similar to this all the time, trying to convince the viewers, but I truly believe more so himself, that he is capable of normal social interaction.
Oh, bless you, love. Bless you. Love. Fucking hell. Jacob, thanks for the follow. Bless you. Bless you. So much. That is a fucking cracking impression of me, love. How you do that? Oh, Jesus, my life.
Little did anyone know at the time that this was just the tip of the iceberg when it came to all aspects of Paul Breach. There was something entertaining in a man that was 40, wearing skinny jeans, doing cringy TikTok dances, obviously trying to relive his youth. But there was also something disturbing about Paul, something that people couldn't quite put their finger on yet, but they had a good idea of what was going on. People were noticing that Paul would only respond to girls in the comments, and it would usually be in a flirtatious manner. As we know, a large base of viewership on TikTok is children, so this behavior alone was pretty suspect. And it caused people to dig a little deeper into Paul's background. It would start off with them finding his Instagram, where they noticed that he had liked several photos of clearly underage girls. Another massive red flag, but it gets so much worse. People started coming forward with DMs that Paul had sent them. Usually these kids were either cancer survivors or other children from vulnerable backgrounds. When called out on this, Paul classically denies all of it, saying that he never messaged any kids. In fact, he broke off any conversation with anyone under the age of 18. All proven to be a lie.
If you are under 18, I will not be continuing this conversation. And she said, no, she's going to be 17. She's going to be 17 next month, next whatever. So, left it at that. Very polite lady. But yeah, won't be continuing the conversation as pointed into the thing. So bada bing, bada boom.
Now let's get into Paul Breach's most morally reprehensible act. After finding out all this weird stuff on Paul, people started bringing it up in his comments, and of course he disabled them. But this would not be the end of people looking into Paul Breach and his questionable past. You see, somebody found a Facebook account from 2014 where they saw a picture of Paul and his kid. They also saw a picture of Paul and his baby mama. Noticing a very obvious age gap between Paul and his baby mama, people dug even deeper to discover that Paul Breach's baby mama was 17 years old when she gave birth to their son. Paul was nearly 30, and whenever Paul is called out on this, he gives the classic defense of, she's 17, it was legal.
Who?
Your child?
Yeah, what's that got to do with absolutely anything?
I know, but when people are saying you've got a 17-year-old pregnant when you're nearly 30, man, it's a bit mad, isn't it?
Cammy, would you think, now, because you are an intelligent bloke, would you think if I'd done anything wrong that I would still be on the internet and not have been arrested? Full stop sentence.
Right, are you
that's perfectly fine.
Are you allowed to see your child?
Yeah.
Are you?
But then I'm not talking about my family after that, because I don't talk about my family on here, for obvious reasons. It's your choice to follow me, unfollow me, perfectly. It's your choice to have an opinion on me. But again, I'm sitting here after 3 years of being on TikTok, drinking out of a McDonald's cup, dancing on the internet, being me.
Yeah, it's legal, but it's not right, is it?
Again, Cammy, your opinion is your opinion and you're allowed that. So, what do you mean, why is that?
Why am I the only male who spoke to in 3 months? Yeah, but I'm on about males. Why don't you speak to many males?
Because I don't like many males, I like many females.
As you can see, Paul neither confirms nor denies any of the allegations, but the evidence is out there. And shortly after all this information was revealed, TikTok banned his account. As I'm sure most of you predicted, he returned almost immediately to gain more subs than ever, all while never having his comments turned on. I truly believe that Paul Breach is the godfather of NPC content, because he would just respond to comments that didn't even exist in his videos. In this video I'm about to show you, you can clearly see that there is no chat. Paul is completely making up these comments that he's responding to.
I hope things are good with you, Bab. Have you sent me your voice note yet? Have you sent me your voice? Bear with me. Speak soon, Rachel. Keep being you with your Welsh twang. I said twang, nothing else. Yeah, you're the only person called Quint. Now, why you, Moody? I'm gonna go look at your beautiful picture. I'm gonna go listen to your semi-passive aggressive accent.
I legitimately do not know what Paul is thinking with these. I'm not sure if he thinks it's funny, I'm not sure if he thinks we believe it. I really don't know. But I think you guys are beginning to get the pure, unfiltered cringe that is Paul Breach's TikToks. Paul thinks people are there to watch him because they think he's handsome and entertaining, when in reality people just want to sit back and watch the cringe, have a laugh. And of course, all these accusations of pedophilia kind of unrestrain people in that regard. As much as people despised Paul for all these accusations, there is always going to be one or two that see the opportunity to get some of that sweet, sweet clout. Paul had over 1 million followers on his TikTok, he was filling out cameo requests, and living out of very nice hotels. When people started seeing all this, sure enough, a couple 18, 19-year-old girls went to go and hang out with Paul, and one of them even ended up dating him. This is a 40-year-old man. He's old enough to be these girls' fathers, and he's also a very well-known degenerate. So when during one stream, Paul asks this girl to try on certain types of clothing so he can take certain types of pictures of her, I can't say I was surprised. Still very disturbed, but not surprised.
How nice this wall is. This wall is going to be amazing for photos later. You need to start getting ready. You got to go get all your stuff.
Yeah.
Your outfit changes. You need to get all your outfit changes. And you need to go and sort all that malarkey out.
Yeah.
And then we can take photos and it'll be majestic. Is that my hand? Yeah, that's my hand.
What happened to that? Let me right for bed.
Yeah, that's not me.
No.
Owen, hi, Leonard, hi. Right, so we're going to go and do... Yeah. So yeah, and then you go get your stuff and then we can crack on that, yeah?
But I'm still full.
Well, maybe if the stop looking at videos of me and be fucking better and you feel better.
What's the time?
I don't know.
6:30.
Yeah.
Oh, the fire.
Because you'll be not easily distracted, innit? Leave, I tell you. We're done. Can't be done. But yeah, if we do go sort out your outfits or whatever, and then we can do these photos, we go crazy.
I don't really know much about lives. What's like the things in the bottom right corner?
So yeah, so if we go get stuff, then we can like crack on with life. Jesus. And see what happens.
Yeah.
Yeah. Keep smiling, have a wonderful new year. And yeah, I'm gonna go and do some busy stuff.
And goodbye.
Hi. Bye.
As I stated previously, Paul was living out of nice hotels, making a decent chunk off of Cameo. He had a 19-year-old girlfriend who he didn't know was clearly only with him for the clout. And even though everyone across the internet was making videos on him being a pedo, his massive ego allowed him to block all that out. Paul's ego truly was his greatest superpower, as well as his greatest enemy. While it made the criticism hurt less, it also made him want material things more, like new shoes, nice hotels. Paul was absolutely terrible with money management. And it seemed like one month he was so awful at it that he had to live out of his tent. Mr. Worldwide here went from nice luxury hotels to living out of a tent, and he didn't want anybody else to see it that way. He had even prepped his audience for this a couple weeks in advance. He started talking about how he just needed to feel the earth under him and that he needed to indulge in what he called wild camping. Basically, everyone knew the truth. They knew that Paul had been so bad with his money that he had to resort to living in a tent for the next month until he got paid. Magically, the girlfriend wasn't seen anymore after that, but Paul would continue business as usual, all from the luxury of his tent.
I'm okay, I am fantastic. Baby, do you love me like I love you? I need to pack. Fuck is that, man?
Paul was also losing steam with the TikTok algorithm around this time. He resorted to various other gimmicks to try to juice it back up. Most notable of these being his two characters that he created, Woman and Old Woman. Believe it or not, these videos are exactly what he needed, and they got over 1 million views each. Paul may have thought that his popularity was growing, when in reality, it was his notoriety. Not only has Paul released numerous viral videos himself, but he's also had hit pieces made on him that went viral too. They're not really hit pieces, to be honest. All they do is talk about the truth and the information that's obviously out there. But think about it, guys. Millions of people have seen Paul's face and they know what he's done. He has truly become the Chris Chan of England, because I've seen numerous videos of him out there just trying to get some groceries, and people either are filming him or going up to him and confronting him. He is very well known around the UK, and sometimes it doesn't always work out the best for him.
Oi, why do you sort 16-year-old girls?
What?
Why do you sort 16-year-old girls?
Who's 16?
Huh?
Who's 16? Why are you filming this? Should we go talk to the police? Should we go
No,
to the police?
no.
Paul thought that he had it all figured out after this confrontation. When he told this kid that he was going to call the police, the kid just ran away. He thought, perfect, I can do this to anybody who comes up to me and confronts me on these accusations. But Paul wasn't so lucky when he ran into 3 people who weren't quite as afraid of him or the police.
Say I'm a pedo.
Enjoy yourselves. Alright, you ready?
You're a pedo.
No, go on.
Yo, what?
So why am I near you? Go on, we can both have fun. Go on. You might as well both have fun, haven't we? To be honest. Go on. Don't hide your face.
What are you saying?
There you go, that's
Can you post me on TikTok?
better. No.
Fuck. I swear you're a pedo.
You say what you're saying? I'm loving it, bless you. You're having fun, aren't you?
You sit on your life and pretend to talk to people that aren't there, bro.
I message you. Oh, bless you. Have fun recording, right? Allowing this on your property is a bit strange. No, I don't do much, but having fun?
Yeah, bro.
It's a bit strange behaviour, lads, to be honest. I'm not gonna lie.
You sit on your life and pretend to talk to people that aren't there, bro.
Very strange behaviour, Bruce. It's really strange behaviour, lads.
I swear. Alright, in a bit.
That right there is the price of internet fame, especially if there are pedo accusations against you. Paul is probably one of the most well-known and infamous TikTok predators. He seems to be unapologetic about what he's done, about what he's attempting to do, and I don't see him changing anytime soon. No matter how many times his account is deleted or he is banned, he always returns within a couple days. Seems like there's no getting rid of him. But that's all we have on Paul Breach today, guys. Thank you so much for watching. This one's kind of one that I've always had on the back burner. I've always wanted to make a video over it. I didn't know much about the situation, but I do now, and I gotta say, it was a wild ride. Thank you guys so much for watching, especially till the end. Big shout out to all my channel members, and I hope that you all have a wonderful day, night, afternoon, wherever you are. Just have a good one, and be sure to keep it Kiwi.